Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming this evening. This is the first time we've ever attempted doing a spring concert for RLA. The reason I wanted to add it in this year was, well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, before we normally have to go from January all the way to June, sort of working on the same music, that was kind of a long time. And we didn't have any chance to showcase what they've been working on. Second reason is because in April, the week after we get back, I would say I'm taking 65 of these kids from Angus and we're heading down to Fort St. John for our festival. So this is kind of a chance for them to get an experience performing in front of an audience the pieces that they're actually going to be playing for adjudicators in about 2 weeks. So the group we have on first is the grade 5 band with some special guests. Today in the grade 6-7 combined rehearsal, the grade 6-7s had a chance to read through the grade 5 music, and they were actually pretty good at it. So I said, hey, any of you that want to come play, they can come play. So you'll notice we do have, where are 6-7s? Can you give a wave? Okay, so there's a couple in there. And where are grade 5s at? Yeah, nice. So a special shout out, I know especially to our flutes, because in grade 5 this year we only have 2 flutes, so we did have some of our grade 6 flutes step up to help out, so Savannah's not all by herself tonight. So the first piece we're going to have for you this evening is entitled Rise of the Bladesmith. Now this is sort of conjures up images of a master craftsman forging the perfect sword. The dramatic music portrays the intense heat and relentless pounding of the magnificent blade as it slowly begins to take shape. So we hope you enjoy Rise of the Bladesmith. So it's hard to believe just 2 months ago these were the same kids who were working on, hot cross buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb. So we've come a long way since then, being able to have like a full minute-and-a-half piece and be able to have more than one part going on. So they've really come a long way. So we've got one other piece for the grade 5 group here. This one's entitled Dragon Dance. The Dragon Dance is a popular event in traditional Chinese culture, especially during the Chinese New Year celebration. Originating during the Han Dynasty, the dance is carried out by a team of performers that carry the dragon on poles, fluidly mimicking its supposed movements. Drums, cymbals, and gongs usually provide the musical accompaniment to this beautiful and colorful performance. And we should have all that stuff happening back there. Yes, Tanner's already on the gong. We got cymbals. Awesome. All right, Tanner's very excited about that gong. Just a big grin on his face. All right, we hope you enjoyed this last one, Dragon Dance. Maybe we could give those grade 5s a big round of applause. It's grade 5 band is, well, as you parents know, at the beginning, it's interesting. Today, actually, I was going to play it, but I think I'm going to save it for the year-end concert. I did record their first day of playing, so it's interesting. But you all know that too, the first day when they took home the instrument and started squeaking and squawking. So it's really neat to see the progress they're able to make, and now it's only been, I guess, 6 months, and they're able to play full band, and some of them are totally amazing. So what we're hoping for now is our grade 6-7 band, if they're in the band room, will start making their way up, and we'll have them play their 3 pieces for you. So it should be just about 2 minutes. All right, I think we have all our grade 6, 7s. Perfect. I realized after I picked this concert date that it was not the smartest idea because half the people have already left town. So we are missing a few people, but the ones that we do have left are sounding pretty awesome. So on stage now is the 6, 7 group. How many of you are grade 6? Wave your hands. Okay, and our 7s, and our grade 9s. Oh, she's not even here. I thought she'd sneak in. Okay. Oh, she's just doing jazz band. Okay. So the first piece for the grade 6, 7 band is Majestica. This is a musical celebration. It was commissioned for the 40th anniversary of the Canterbury Woods Elementary School in Virginia. The piece itself is not necessarily programmatic, but it does receive its inspiration from the very magic that is music. The ability to transcend all languages and communicate any emotion. So we hope you enjoy Majestica. That sounds pretty good. It's always so different playing. The gym's not necessarily the most acoustical place to be playing, so it's really loud in here, but they sound good. Okay, the second song we're going to play is one entitled Song for Friends. One of the requirements anytime you go to a festival, I know often people at dance who do dance know this as well usually, you have to do a lyrical piece, one that's slower, showing that you can play expressively. The kids told me that this is one that they play at my funeral. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or a hidden message. And they say, yeah, this is what I get, this wave, like. So, yeah, this is a lyrical one entitled Song for Friends. Anytime they get those pieces, it's always hard to get grade 6, 7s to play lyrical pieces. They're like, this is so boring, it's so slow. But it's really important to do, and they're actually way harder to play than the faster pieces, because faster pieces, there's a really clear beat. Those ones I have to count like crazy, and they did a really good job, so thank you guys. The last piece for the grade 6, 7, I keep forgetting there's grade 5 in there too, right, Emily? So we do have grade 5 in there. Is entitled Nottingham Castle, and I was going to a really bad accent when I do this. Nottingham Castle was built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century in the town of Nottingham in the county of Nottinghamshire, and grew up around the castle. In the Middle Ages, some 200 square miles of Nottinghamshire were covered by Sherwood Forest, and you may recognize who spent a lot of their time in Sherwood Forest, Mr. Robin Hood. Today, only the gateway to the original castle remains, and the site is now occupied by the Palace of the Duke of Newcastle, which has been turned into a museum and gift shop. A statue of Robin Hood stands in front of the castle on Castle Green. So here's the last one for our grade 6, 7 group, Nottingham Castle, and then we'll hope you stay around to hear the junior jazz band play their 2 pieces. Thank you very much. In hopefully 2 minutes, really quickly, we'll just switch over to our junior jazz band. The junior jazz band is not a class in the sense that they come during regular school time. It is one where they meet at lunchtime on Wednesdays, and they have to get up bright and early on Friday morning to come and rehearse at 8 a.m. at the school as well. So they've been working really hard on learning 2 pieces. The first one is going to be entitled Blues Machine. Okay, and you'll notice some people get to play some different instruments in this case. Tegan, who's normally playing trombone, is now rocking the piano. Okay, and we have Mitchell, who will be our fantastic drummer. Okay, and we do have as well an opportunity. You normally think jazz band wouldn't have flutes and clarinets, but of course in our jazz band we let anyone play. So I think we'll be ready to go in about 1 minute. They just need to grab their music. I see Reese coming here. Awesome. Thank you very much. Doing jazz band music, especially in grade 5 is, and grade 6, even then it's quite a bit harder, as you can hear them doing the grade, just the regular sort of class music. So they're doing an amazing job of playing these pieces. Lastly, on the program, we have a really fun piece. I seem to end up playing this one every 2 years, just because it's so much fun. This one was originally a rock classic from the 60s, made famous by the Kingsmen. It's known as Louie Louie. And before that, I need to mention again, sorry, the piece we just did, we had solos there by Reese and Savannah. Can you give them another big round of applause? In this one, you're going to hear, I think, 8 different solos. We got lots of solos going on this one. You'll hear from Savannah, you'll hear from Tegan, piano, you'll hear from Allie, you'll hear from Maddie, you'll hear from Emily, Angie, and Cassie during this one. So you get to enjoy everyone getting a chance to solo. So thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you taking the time to share in what these kids have done, and we really do appreciate it. So have a lovely spring break, and we look forward to more music after the break. Thank you very much. Can we, I forgot to recognize someone in the last one. Can we give a big shout out to Hannah and Kenzie? They also did a solo in the first one. And they actually learned it within, I think, about 2 weeks, we found out. Because normally we have another saxophone with us, Kate, but he's unfortunately not with us. He's out of town. So they spent the time learning it, so thank you. And I also forgot to mention, Mitchell had a lovely 4-bar drum solo back there, so thanks, Mitchell. So again, thanks so much for coming. If you're able to stack the chairs into 5, and as you're heading out the door, maybe put them by that railing, that would save me an hour. Thanks, everyone. Have a great spring break. Half an hour to set up, 5 minutes to go in.